Okay, so first thing we need to do is upgrade the trains. They are not big enough. I mean, we've seen that the cargo trains can sit in these stations and they fill up maybe half of it. So I figure make them bigger, make them longer, and see what happens. Because we have, what, 217 barrels of crude oil sitting here in Pomona. We've got 17 barrels of, well, 17 barrels, 17 units of fuel sitting in Greensboro. And then in Indianapolis, we have a total of 85 units of crude oil. So I think the trains can be bigger, and we'll start with one of them. Where have we got a train? We got a train here. We'll start with the green one. We're going to manage vehicle. We'll start with the red one, actually. It's train number 1. First train we ever had. We can edit it, and we actually got a new locomotive, so might be worth playing with that. It is, I mean, we're using the Baldwin class 56, which can do 37 miles per hour. It's got 284 kilowatts of power. This one's better, basically. So I'm thinking get rid of that train, add this one. And then I'm thinking basically go in and go to cargo wagons and tank cars. And we can add a bunch of these. I'm going to keep adding them until this thing says it's no longer mediocre, I think is what we'll do. Because we can go to some pretty serious length on this. So let's do 2 more. It's still mediocre. 2 more. You know what? Let's go 234 meters, 200 and I want a round number. 71, 81, 90, 290. Still mediocre. You know what? 5.3 million. That's the modifications. That seems like a pretty good bet. I think 5.3 million for modifications is solid. So modify. And I don't know where that train is. It is there. Let's just head over and take a look at it. It's, yeah, right there. Oh my God. Okay, that's a lot bigger than wow. All right, let's make it bright red so everything's the same color. And yeah, it is, it's a big train. That's, wow. I think that's the longest train that I've had in Transport Fever 2, actually. To be fair, it's definitely up there, and it can hold a lot. So that's hopefully gonna pay for itself. Obviously, I've realized I've made a terrible mistake. I didn't need to upgrade. Well, I probably did need to upgrade the locomotive, actually, because the other one might not have been able to pull these very well. But yeah, this thing's still going to be limited to like 31 miles per hour because that's as fast as the wagons can go. But that seems pretty solid. It is $97,000 to run it, but hopefully that'll make a bunch of money and hopefully that'll kind of do its thing. We do probably want to modify the passenger train, and we probably do want to get more carriages on there as well, because there's 77 people waiting in Indianapolis right now, so yeah, we probably want to do something about that. Oh my God, it almost fills the station. We could have got like 3 more wagons on there and had it completely fill the station. That's awesome. All right. It's also like halfway full, so that's nice. I like it though. I think that looks really, really cool. I'm really pleased with that. It's just going to be a nightmare for the other trains to deal with because this thing is currently between 2 signals with Zach Galifianakis. So, very different show. Very train-oriented talk show. That's a joke that's going to go over like 99% of people's heads. Don't worry about it. If you don't get it, it's fine. I don't actually watch the show that I'm memeing. Anyway, we'll let that thing do its thing because I do want to do some other stuff whilst we're here. Because we have got pretty good production of crude oil here outside of Indianapolis. And just up from that, we have an oil refinery that we can have some fun with. So I'm thinking we start sending some crude oil up to the refinery. And I'm thinking that we then start sending the oil up to the chemical plant, turn it into plastics, have a train come out of Indianapolis up to pick up the plastic, take it over to Hollywood over to here specifically, well, Cape Coral, technically, goods factory, and we have it drop that off. What we then do is have this mine, and maybe some of the other ones around here as well, bring their iron and coal respectively up to Hollywood Steel Mill, which can then go down to here. And then we have that train pick up goods from Hollywood, taking them back to Indianapolis, and then hopefully making a whole bunch of profit. Because the only space where that train is going to be, and that's why it starts in Indianapolis, the only space where that train is going to be empty is from Indianapolis going to right here to the chemical plant. So it'll mostly be full, mostly be making money, and hopefully be doing some good stuff for us. We probably want to split the steel as well, so that some of it goes up to here, so that Hollywood can start making machines for itself, because it does want them. But the thing is, getting planks up there, I don't really know where we're necessarily going to do that. We do have some forests over here outside of Santa Clara and Indianapolis. We do have a sawmill. So maybe we could have a train that kind of does something with that. I'm not really sure. I think we could potentially turn Indianapolis into a hub for a lot of things, though, is what I'm thinking. Because we could maybe just set up some trucks to bring some planks to Indianapolis. Maybe we bring the plastic to Indianapolis, and then the train would just be going with planks and plastics from Indianapolis pretty much to Hollywood, and, you know, go from there. On top of that idea, there's also a bit of an idea to maybe go ahead and bring a train line the entire way around everything. So have a train line that'll go from Greensboro to Westminster to Tampa to Detroit, etc., etc., etc. Have it loop around every single city on the map. And that's kind of an idea as well that I'm slightly tempted to do. But I think off the bat, I think the first thing I want to do is start making plastics. I think plastics are going to be the way to go here, because I'm pretty sure they're expensive. Also, thinking about it, we probably need more trucks bringing oil to Indianapolis. And also thinking about it, we have enough money. Let's upgrade this guy. Let's manage this vehicle. Let's just modify you a little bit. What speed can these passenger wagons do? They can do 50. Okay, so this thing's gonna be able to go faster. So let's take that locomotive out. Let's give it the mogul. Let's give it the, let's say, what can we go up to here? 160? Is that too much? That's probably too much. We're never gonna move 160 people on this line. Let's bring that down a little bit. I think 160 is too much. Honestly, 80 might be enough, but let's do that. Let's do 96. And that'll be fine. So modify you, and let's make sure the whole thing is what color? That blue color? Oh yeah, the wagons don't change. Let's just go for like a tan color is kind of interesting. Maybe just a burgundy, honestly. Keep it nice and simple. Yeah, there we go. So that thing's upgraded. We can move more passengers. Hopefully that'll do good things. I do like the idea of turning Indianapolis into a hub, though, so let's start looking into that, I guess. And the first way to do, I was just about to connect this road over here to the train line. Kind of looks like a road from a distance. All right. Well, in that case, I think what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get ourselves a bridge. So some country roads. Let's go from here to about there, I'm thinking. Yeah, that should be fine. Bit of a low bridge. I hope we don't need to take boats in there at any point, because that bridge is going to be way too low for it. We'll do a little bridge there and have it go to about there should be fine. So it goes over to the sawmill. And we could probably just do, let's see here. We'll bring this through the forest a little bit. Bring it down towards, we'll not bring it down towards the water, actually. We'll just have it go like this. It can probably cross over the train tracks, no problem. I'm not too worried about that. A bit of a weird looking road, but that's all right. And then can I just go straight to there? I totally can. Okay. So that'll go down that way. This one, I want to do a similar thing. I want to try and avoid the forests, though, just because It's a little dirt road. I don't think it should be, you know, carving its way through forests just yet. It's only 1886, all right? We don't need to destroy all of them yet. That comes later. The forests can go away once we start getting high-speed rail, as far as I'm concerned. Because that's the point where I just don't care. That's where I want my straight lines, and I want everything going super fast. That's how that's gonna work. Anyway, let's have you come in to about there. Let's have you come out to not quite like that. No. Nah, that's not. I don't know why it has to go that weird angle. Can I do? Sure, that'll do. So that's gonna be better connections for the sawmill or the lumber mills. What is it? The forests. That's the word. To the sawmill. The question becomes, though, if we were to add a station to Santa Clara, would it be worth... Oh, we can make tools up here as well. So who needs tools? Hold on a minute. So we could... Oh, hold on. So what I'm thinking is... we put a station in Santa Clara. We take the planks to Santa Clara. We move the planks to Indianapolis. We have some of them go to the tools factory. We have some of them go to Hollywood to go to the machines factory. This is all getting very complicated. Probably overcomplicated, to be honest, but that's the way it is. I want Indianapolis to be a hub, so I guess this is what I deserve. In terms of a passenger hub, I realize it doesn't need any more platforms, though. I think we can just maybe get away with sharing platforms. Alternatively, actually, bulldozer, and let's pause for a second. Let's configure you. Because what we could do is say some tracks there and some tracks there with a passenger platform there. So if we really need to, we can go ahead and we can get, you know, a couple more passenger trains coming in here that aren't gonna have to wait for other trains to get out of the way. So we can go up, I think, to that, you know, 4 sort of dedicated passenger tracks, 4 dedicated passenger platforms. And then over here, on this side, I think we're gonna go crazy with some cargo platforms and some cargo tracks and all that stuff. Not necessarily going to connect them up right now, but I think having them in here is probably going to be a pretty good idea. Just so that we, you know, kind of have that future-proofing going on. Wait, can I not do this? Can I? Oh, have we reached a limit on how far out we can go? We might have actually reached a limit here. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's a little bit annoying, but sure. I guess we take these bits out. That's fine. We might need another station then if we urgently need to have more going on here. Can I do this and then put a track out there? I can. So we can technically have... Hold on. Can I go further that way? Interesting. Okay, this is a mess of a station, but all right. Sure. This is apparently how we're going to do this. Gonna have a lot of cargo and then passengers right in the middle of everything. It's gonna be a miserable place to live, isn't it? It really is. It's really gonna be a miserable, miserable place to live. But I get my cargo platforms, and that's all I really care about. So, yeah, Indianapolis gonna be the hub of passengers and cargo and just absolutely everything. So, tracks, let's throw them right in the middle. We could apparently put tracks out here as well. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe a little bit much, but this seems like it'll be okay. This seems like it'll be more than enough tracks. I'll be really surprised if I use all of this at any point. Like, I'd be really, really surprised if I use all of this ever. So let's get some covers on the passenger platforms, which are actually relatively nicely right in the middle there. Ish. They're not in the middle of the building, but they're middle-ish. And actually, I can go ahead and do this as well. So we can totally go ahead and just have this thing be symmetrical. So the passenger sections are right in the middle of everything, which I like. I like that a lot. So that seems pretty solid. let's get ourselves some more miscellaneous. We need passenger underpasses. So let's go there, there, and there. We'll go there and there as well. And then into the middle. And then up here as well. So there we go. Passengers can kind of easily get from platform to platform. That is, I think that's the biggest station I've built in Transport Fever as well. We've done the biggest train and the biggest station, which honestly, not bad, if I do say so myself. So that'll work. We'll connect it up. I think what we'll do then is maybe use this outside platform to head out to get the plastics. Although then again, if we're bringing planks up here, I don't know. I don't think we will. Well, no, we are going to bring planks up here, but I guess that could be its own train. I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. Let's just do the plastics thing to start with. Let's keep it simple because I'm overcomplicating things. So let's head up here. We're going to need a building. We're going to need a cargo station. Really, we just need the, probably just the 2 sections of track just to be safe, just so the thing can go back and forth. And rotating in this game is N and M. Every game I play has different rotation controls, and I get it. You know, it's every game's different and all that. It's just really immensely frustrating. But yeah, let's do something like this. That should be fine. If this thing grows, I think it'll grow into like the grass spaces. It'll not get any bigger in any other way. So that'll be fine. We're also going to need a truck station up here, aren't we? Or at least a truck drop-off. So buildings, truck unload stop. Let's have the trucks go ahead and just unload. Honestly, right about there. Probably fine. Then we're going to need a truck station down here, which can have, I guess, 2 platforms. That'll be fine. We'll throw it just pretty much opposite the main entrance. So something a little bit like that. Maybe make it a bit longer, just so that all the horses and all that can get in there kind of easily. Digging into the ground a bit more than I want to, but that's all right. So that's basically going to be crude oil to here, becomes oil, goes to here, becomes plastic, gets on a train, goes to... I don't know if I want to go direct to Hollywood or if I want to go direct to the goods factory. I feel like direct to the goods factory is going to save me on some vehicles, so it feels that would be the way to go straight to the goods factory. But then again, direct to Hollywood would mean I can set up my passenger loop someday. I don't know. I don't even know if we're not gonna have enough money to do this right away anyway, so maybe we let the game run a little bit while we figure this out, because we are gonna need to bring coal and iron ore to Hollywood anyway, so maybe that's the thing we do. Alternatively, we could bring it from Cape Coral, because there's you know, iron or coal right here. Everything seems really close together. It's kind of frustrating. Let's bring a road off of here. Let's bring a little road off of here. Let's go for a small country road, and we'll have it just sort of go straight out of there. Gonna go straight into the forest. Gonna sort of weave through that little gap, because I'm trying to make it not just carve out forest. Like I said earlier, I want to try and not do that where possible. This one is unfortunately gonna need to carve out some forest, because it just needs to go straight up and over this hill, so that's fine. And then straight over to there. So let's bring this one through the forest as well. And I guess like that. No. We're not doing bridges. That's not happening. So that's pretty steep, man. That's gonna be, oh, good luck to any horse taking stuff up that hill afterwards. Ooh. Sure. Maybe not. Let's bring you out a little bit further. Let's have you start going that way. That doesn't carve out the ground as much. That's fine. There we go. So that connects those together. And then I'm wondering, would it be quicker to do a road from here to directly over to there? Or would it be better to let them just go through Hollywood? Honestly, I'm thinking off of here. I'm thinking we run alongside the cliff. So something like this. Then kind of along here, through the gaps in the trees, all that good stuff. And yeah, straight over there. That should be fine. So run that little bit. Gonna go through those trees, I guess. And yeah, straight over. Oh, I just noticed that's on its own little road. Ah. Okay, well, fair enough. There we go. So that'll be something, I guess. Looks like a road that would be there from the beginning, so that's okay. And I guess what we could do is... What on earth? I've never seen the game do this before. Let me delete you for a second and see if I can like do the road in a better way. So have the road go from there to there. That definitely seems better. We'll have it just sort of continue this way. Have it go at a bit of a right angle. Have this come straight through to there. And then bulldoze that bit. And then, you know, we could do some curves and stuff at the corners here. But what I was thinking was I would put my depot in that middle bit. So the depot would go in here. So something a bit like that, basically, right there. Because then we can expand it back, and we can also expand it to the left, so it'll kind of look like the trucks have to really come in and around this thing. And I think that's kind of cool. So something like that, basically. And it actually fits really well. Now what are we gonna do here? So we're bringing in iron, we're bringing in coal. So let's give each of those their own platform. And then the steel can go out on its own platform as well. So there we go. I think that looks cool. I like that. Honestly, we could probably cut across a little bit sooner is the only change I would make. So let's go from like there. If I can get it in like a nice straight line, which that seems to be. So that'll be fine. And then just go and bulldoze these bits. So there we go. I think that looks good. You know, it looks, I mean, it doesn't, but it looks fine. Good might be generous. Anyway, let's get ourselves the truck stops out here as well. We're just gonna need the one platform for this because this is just picking up. So let's do platforms on the left. And we'll go ahead and just throw them. We'll throw them beside them actually. Keep them on the same side. So platform there. And then the other one was up here. Oh, it's at an angle. How fancy. Okay. We'll throw this one on this side, which gives us that nice sort of angled road that I like. So not bad. A bit of a win for me. And yeah, basically it's going to be trucking some coal over to here. And then it's going to be trucking some iron over to here. Turning that into... Oh, you know what I could maybe do? I could maybe set this up so that the trucks move and the iron could move the steel as well. Because we could do iron to steel, steel to here, and then bring a road off of here back to the iron mine. That way they're making a little bit of extra money doing a loop where these guys would sort of just be kind of going back and forth, but they have a shorter journey anyway. That might not be a bad idea. Although the deliveries of steel would be fewer and further between, would be my thinking. I don't know. We might have to figure that out. Either way, the plastic stuff, I'm thinking we're going to need to... I mean, plastic's really only needed down here, so I think we're going to have that be just a dedicated line to bring that in. So again, it'll be plastic to goods to Indianapolis, and then that short line up to here where it's empty. So that'll be fine, yeah. And I think we'll maybe use a terminal station for this, which I realized I didn't make that other station very long, did I? It probably doesn't need to be. We can probably get away with a short little, just a wee little station here I might regret that, actually. I might very well regret making the stations a bit stubby, but whatever. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Go ahead and throw it there. So we need a truck drop-off spot down here. So unload stop there. And what else was it? So the plastic needs to go just in via train. That comes down here. That goes there. That goes there. Yeah, I think that's everything. That's all the stops, isn't it? So now we just need to connect everything together, which is the fun part, because I need to do a lot of train lines to do that. And also, honestly, I think I am going to have to expand these a little bit. Just looking at it, these stations are way too small for how big the, I want some properly big trains. This whole map, like, to me, it's America, right? And if there's one thing that I guess the Discovery Channel has taught me, it's that cargo trains in general are huge. I've seen them in Europe, I've seen them in England. Same thing, technically. Redundant, but whatever. They're huge. So I don't want wee itty bitty cargo trains, is what I'm saying. I don't want them. That is probably fine. We'll go a little bit longer on this one. Or we'll go exactly that long on this one because we can't go any longer. So that's fine. There we go. So that's that station, which is actually going to need to go straight into a tunnel because I'm an idiot. Really should have had it facing that way so it can sort of go directly over. But this does give us at least a link towards Hollywood. So if we ever want to do that passenger line that we've been talking about for a while, we can. But for the meantime, straight through there in not even a straight line. That's good. Oh, that works though. Okay. So how much is that going to cost me? $892,000? Sure. Alrighty. Then this one comes out, does the same thing, goes to there, $450,000. Alrighty. And then the trains come in on the right side, so they're going to need to be able to cross over. Maybe we have them wait. Maybe we have them cross over here. So if they're waiting to get in there, they have to like wait way back here, which is kind of a nightmare for signals, I would imagine. But sure, we'll do it that way so that they kind of, they don't sit in a tunnel because they might end up being very, very long trains. So we'll do it that way. In terms of where this needs to go, it needs to go up past that farm. So I think maybe we try and just continue this in a straight line. Okay, I take that back. I take that back. I don't want this. I don't want this to turn into a bridge. I really don't want this to turn into a bridge because that's going to be so expensive. And they also get limited to 56 kilometers per hour on a bridge. Okay. When does this touch the ground again? Over there. Oh, wow. I mean, it does look good. Ish. It doesn't really, does it? Better idea. What about that? Maybe not. What about this? No, I don't think we're gonna do that either. Okay. Let's curve it towards Hollywood then, if we can. Oh my god, no, I don't want to do that either. I want it to, I really don't want the bridge. I want to try and avoid it. Which I can technically do, I guess. So I guess we do that. We have this like big, just mountainous ridge here for the trains. Not sure how to feel about it, but maybe that is just what we do. It's still not on the ground though, is the problem. No, I think we need a bridge. I think it's gonna need to be a bridge. There's no real way I'm gonna be able to do this without making it a bridge, unfortunately. Which isn't great looking. Like it's not. It does look a little bit silly just having this like uneven bridge here, but sure, we'll do that. We'll do that. It'll be fine. We'll bring this one over, link it to about there. And I mean, we're getting to where we need to be. So start rotating this around. Oh no. Oh, it can be a tunnel. That's fine. So go to about there and go to about, oh, no. Go to about here as well. So tunnel, bridge, tunnel. This line is probably going to be more expensive than it's ever going to make me money, but well, we've committed at this point, so here we are. Let's just see if we can, yeah, we probably want to avoid the factory there a little bit. So go that way. I want to try and stay to the right of it so I don't have to cross over a road. Then we'll try and skirt. You know what? We'll stay in a straight line for a second. And then start heading to the left. That way we're not going to be, you know, getting too close to the factory. And then this looks like it's roughly on track to going where I need it to go. So let's start bringing this guy out just a bit. Who fortunately doesn't need tunnels. Is a little bit expensive though, but we'll start bringing this right out. Oh, it does need a, really? Really? We're doing, oh my God, okay. Okay, we're doing more bridges, I guess, that's fine. Little bridge there. This is gonna get really nice and close to Hartford though, so eventually we can totally put a station in here. Oh good, more tunnels. Here. So that spot, then it can bridge, then it can connect, and then we're good. And then the connection to Indianapolis, honestly, probably gonna be a nightmare. Because I gotta figure out how exactly that's gonna work. Because right now I have no idea. I know we have a lot of platforms for Indianapolis, but what we're doing with all that is beyond me. So how does this look? Honestly, looks fine. We're never gonna have boats coming up here, so that'll do. And then here's gonna be a similar story, just connect straight over to there. All right. So that's a connection from this factory back to here. That's a bit of a sharp turn. That'll never be high-speed rail. We might need to rebuild that at some point. It'll do for the time being, but yeah, we're gonna want to figure that out. In terms of the connection to Indianapolis then, because it's only gonna be a delivery line, it only needs to come in, I think, to this platform here. So let's just... let's get a little bit silly with like the loop, the curve here. So kind of curve it out like that. Doesn't necessarily need to go that sharp, but I'm trying to just keep speed where I can on that line, which looks like it'll be about that essentially. So they come in on the right, so the next bit of track is gonna need to be on the left. So that'll be fine. And then they can merge over there. Okay, so that would mean a signal sits at that spot, so the train comes out, goes onto the right side, and everything should be all right. So let's bring this up in a nice straight line. This can probably go up for a little while, and then hopefully just curve straight into this station, so into there. Not necessarily keeping its speed all that well, but again, we don't have high-speed rail anyway. We'll probably just have to upgrade all this later on. I don't think this section of track is ever going to be high-speed, because I mean, it's a pretty... it's a rough bend, but that's fine.